Hi, it's lovely to see you. I thought today I'd try Shimmering Owls by Titanium Fox, and it looks like this. So I thought I'd go for the blues at the top today. It wasn't actually my initial thought. I wanted to do something orangey, but when I hadn't used the Bonfire palette by Glaminatrix, but the thing is, you know, when like it just wasn't, it didn't have the shimmers that I wanted or whatever. And I actually think that my P. Louise base has actually finished. Well, apart from this. This is the last of it. And it's so unusual for me to actually use anything up. But kind of sad, actually. I wasn't actually even going to do makeup today. I've been really tired this week. And today I slept for almost 5 hours straight. You can probably tell by the look of me, my eye bags, that I'm looking or feeling tired, but I was ready to, I woke up and was up for about half an hour or so. I started feeling tired again, and I thought, oh no, I can't go back to sleep again. So I pushed myself to get up and do some makeup, even though it's really late in the day. It's what time is it? It's nearly 5 o'clock in the evening. So it's weird because the other last week I actually was feeling pretty good energy wise. I suppose like anything, you get good days and bad, but this week I think, like, because it was my birthday on Monday, and I always get really low on my birthday, so I think maybe that has had some effect with it as well. You know, when you get low mood and you can feel like really, really tired with mental health. So I think maybe that's had a knock-on effect, but oh God, I've just slept all week. And as much as like I've always liked my sleep, even before my current problem, but sorry, I get really annoyed if I see hairs. I have to get it. But yeah, I've always really liked my sleep. But you know, when you get to the point where you think, God, I'm actually sick of myself sleeping all the time, even though I need it and it's good for me. But you know, I start getting frustrated with it because I just think, oh my God, I'm constantly surrounded by my bedroom walls, and that's not healthy, is it? So that is why you've got me. But isn't that a good thing? Okay, now just gonna buff that in a little bit so I haven't got the harsh line. And dab over. I was, you know, like I'm always on the hunt to find new people on YouTube to watch. And I come across, I don't know how I come across it, but I come across this channel that of this lady who I think she does like general get readies with me, But she does very, very neutral makeup, like very basic neutral makeup, which normally isn't my thing. But she was so like, so calming and everything that I just felt compelled to watch her. And I like things like that sometimes. I think because I watch ASMR as well, so that's probably why. But yeah, she's not really, she doesn't really do the makeup that I enjoy, but I just like having her on because she's really calming to watch. And you know what? I've not thought this through because I've put this colour on and I'm like, oh, there's no colour to buff it out with. Damn it. I'll have to, maybe I'll have to dig into another one. Because I've got some more of the Titanium Foxes palette, so maybe I'll have to have a look. I'm going to cover almost all of the eye lid, you know. Sorry if you can hear my neighbour. He's got autism, and when he talks to his carers, he talks really loud. He's actually been very calm lately. Like, there was a period where he was having a lot of, what do I call them? I normally have a word for them. When he just like blows up and he just, oh, like a meltdown, that's it. God, do you know what? My brain is just not, it's just not working this week, my brain. So forgive me if I'm a bit like I've got brain fog and I'm maybe not as chatty or whatever as normal, because very attractive indeed. Okay, let me try and find a colour to buff that out and I'll be back. Okay, I think I found the palette. It's the Blend Bunny 40, which I think is the it's the updated version of the Blends palette, I think. So let's go with that. And I need to try and find a clean brush, which is a feat in itself. So maybe I need to dig in my pot. Let's go with this, which is from Simply Posh, and it's like that. It's not a huge, let's try this. What's this like? No, I'm gonna go for, right, I'm gonna go for, oh God, this is so hard. I'm gonna go for, it's one of these, what one is it? That one. That one. Oh my God, you know, with my, I know I'm going on about my neighbour now, but, oh man, sometimes he's a really chatty little bunny. And when that happens, you're just, well, I suppose because I'm a bit cranky bitch at the moment. So I'm like, oh, can you shut up? I know that's awful, isn't it? But as well, like, my walls are so thin, so, I mean, you could probably hear like a mouse fart, do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's a bit much sometimes. And you know the crazy thing is that before he moved in, his mum and dad, I'm presuming his mum and dad, I don't know what relation. I knew his mum definitely, right? But I don't know about the gentleman that was helping her move his stuff in. And there was something, I think it was like the doors were banging a lot when they were like putting his stuff in and that. So I went next door and I said, oh, do you mind like sorting out they got like those soft closure mechanisms on the door. And I said, do you mind getting them sorted, because every second you keep walking through the doors, it's bang, bang, bang. It's like constant. And she was like, and the mum said, oh, I didn't even know there was anyone living next door. I didn't know that you were living there. She said, it's so quiet. I didn't even know that you were living there. I'm that kind of neighbour you want. I'm the perfect neighbour. So she was like, yeah, of course, I'll get it sorted, which they did, which was lovely. She said to me at the time, right, when I was having a chat with her, and she said to me, oh, you know, it's really good that actually, I love the fact that you're quiet, because my son that's moving in here, he's got autism and he hates loud noises. He doesn't like anything loud, right? So when she said that, I thought, oh, this is going to be perfect for both of us, because he doesn't like loud noises, he's going to be quiet too. Because prior to him moving in, you know the drill, that's Nacho, my dog Nacho. So yeah, I thought, great, he's going to be quiet, I'm quiet. And like I said, prior to him living there, I used to have an old couple living there, because where I live, it's all bungalows. And so I'm the youngest one in the neighbourhood, because it's predominantly, you know, like 78-year-olds. And I just want to get a smaller, sorry about the changing colour, the sun keeps going in and out. I just want to get a smaller fluff brush, because I just want to, I've packed on the dark colour with this, like a packing brush. But the thing is, I want to just delicately, I'm going to get another Simply Push, aren't I? Yeah, one of those ones. I just want to get that to do the dark colour, but without a packing motion. I want to do it more so I can blend it with the other one, like that. So yeah, it's a very quiet neighbourhood where I am. So I was thinking, oh, that's cool, when he was moving in. I mean, bless him, he can't help it. You know, he's autistic. But for the love of God, you know, some days when you're not feeling in the mood to hear a lot of shouting and talking loudly, you know, it's a little bit much. Especially because I'm an introvert and I need that quiet downtime. But you know, bless him, he can't help it. I feel awful saying it, you know, because he can't help it. But some days are a struggle. And then it sets Nacho off as well. So then I've got him next door being loud, and then Nacho being loud. Oh, you just feel like checking yourself into a hotel room for the weekend. You think, let them all get on with it. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Could get all room service and wouldn't have to do any cleaning. That'd be ideal. You know what depressed me? So like, I get like low mood and sad when it's my birthday because, you know, various reasons, but one of being that majority of the time I spend it on my own, and you know, no one, you like, I don't celebrate, I don't go out for dinner or anything like that, you know, for various reasons, not through choice of my own. And so, yeah, I get a bit sad and that on my birthday. And people in work, even though they've been great to me, I can't, you know, fault them. They've been great support with my cancer and everything. But they forgot that it was my birthday, so they didn't wish me happy birthday. And then I got a text through from my boss this afternoon saying, "Oh, I'm really sorry that I forgot your birthday." Which, I mean, it's nice that he's texted me. But you know, when like you think, it kind of like compounds how you feel even more, because you're like, yeah, you forgot my birthday. I know that sounds so bad, doesn't it? But I hope you know what I mean when I say that. Because it's just like, it feels like another nail in the coffin, doesn't it? Of you feeling sad. But, well, this is I'm in that trust the process moment. I'm also wondering whether I hope that's a white. Just put a bit of white on here, just to buff that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm wondering what to put on the bottom, whether to continue with this colour or do a contrasting colour. I'll have to have a look. I'm trying to think at the moment. Right, I think I'll leave it like that for now. And now I'm going to do the shimmer. And I'm going to get a bit of the NYX glitter primer. And I'm just going to put it on the brush that I used for packing. I'm going to put a little bit. This is for both of my eyes. I might add a little bit more, but this is literally how much I'm going to use. And I'm just going to dab it on. Like that. A little goes a long way with this, because you don't want to put too much on, because it always goes funny otherwise. It doesn't dry down properly and it creases and all that. So you need a little bit, and it goes a long way as well. Okay. Now I think I'm just gonna use my fingers, because I got that one. Oh, what a beautiful colour. There's a little bit of a different shimmer, a blue shimmer, on the other side of this, which I think I'm going to use down the centre. I don't know whether it'll be that much lighter, but we'll give it a go. It's that. So let's see. It might just do a little bit of something, you know. I think it has. Maybe I'll use that one on the bottom. Right, let me clean myself up and then I'll be back. Okay, I've just done a little bit of colour corrector. I'm just trying out the new, it's the Grwm one in peach, and I'm now going to use this is my Colourpop Soul Face and Body. Every time I use it, I just smell it. I'm doing what's called underpainting, so it is going to be quite extreme. So don't panic when you see. We had such a thunderstorm yesterday. It was unreal. It was raining all day from 5 AM, pretty much the whole way through. And then it stopped and I thought, oh, okay, that's over with. And then all of a sudden the sky started turning black and I thought, and it started getting really windy. And then, oh my God, boom, it just went crazy. And we had it was like end of the world type weather. Let's put a little bit, always forget to put a bit there. This is the Natasha Denona, the pink one, in the lightest pink. I couldn't actually get the one that I wanted, which was the second shade down, but let's put a little bit of concealer there. This is just like the smallest one of the Hourglass concealer. It's a really lovely concealer, but I got it in like the shade of my skin rather than a highlighted one. And then this is the Emco Babyface blush. I should get my glasses, shouldn't I? Let me get my glasses. Right, I'm back. This is in, oh, I love this name, Chow Chow. Yeah, it's a lovely colour. So let's do this. Although, you know me, I do love a bit of pink. So I'm going to put this on, but pink will be applied as well. But I do love, I'm shopping for a new cream blush. Well, a couple of cream blushes. Because I like cream over liquid. I don't really like liquid. I just feel like I've got more control over a cream. By the way, I've had to turn my front room light on. And this brush, I know I go on about it, but oh my God. I'm going to have to try and buy some more before it runs out. It's the BK Beauty brushes, the Nikki La Rose brush in the N16. Oh, I love it. I'm just gonna pat that out a bit. I did put moisturiser on before I started, but again, you know my skin condition at the moment is so bloody dry that anything I put on it at the moment is just going. I'm just tapping that in. Well, at least it's Friday today and it's payday. Although as soon as it goes in, it goes out. But there you go. Right, let me get my sponge. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing this without any foundation. Hello. I'm using my, as usual, my Nabla Skin Realist. And I do this every time. I should really put this on the back of my hand when I'm doing this way with my makeup, but it's just habit, isn't it? By the time I've realised, I'll put it on my face. It'll be okay. So has anyone got plans for this weekend? I used to hate that when I used to work in the office, because I work from home now. When I used to work in the office, I'd hate that when people used to, like, if you was in the kitchen making a coffee and people go, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Like, because every weekend I'd be the same. Oh, just a bit of general, you know, washing, tidying up, bit of laundry, that's it. Like, I never do anything. Well, apart from, you know, makeup or something, but I'm such a boring old fart. And, you know, there's so many people that go, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing it. Like, they fill their whole weekend doing stuff. I couldn't think of anything worse. I hate being constantly out and doing things or having people over at my house constantly. Like, it's just too much for me. I can't, I'm a true introvert. I'm like, once I'm behind my door and it's shut, I'm like, oh. I've got a friend who she hates, like, I love my own company. I could spend, well, and I have done, months not talking to anyone, just being at home by myself, you know, not interacting with anyone or whatever, you know, and just being. But a friend of mine, she loves being busy all the time. She loves, you know, being busy, meeting people, having people over at her house. Oh, God forbid, I couldn't. Even the thought of her doing it makes me feel worn out. It's crazy, isn't it? But we're all different, so it's good that we're all different. I'm going to use a little bit of my, I've just decided that I'm going to use a little bit of my Cosmic Beauty blush. It's like this, it's one of the lightest ones. I'm going to use just a little bit of that. Oh no, I'm using the wrong one. Hang on a minute. Okay, I've got the same shade, but it's a used one. So I'm just going to put a bit there. See what I mean? It's just, I just love pink blush on the apples. Oh, it's raining. What a surprise. Okay. That is that. Then I'm gonna do a bit of powder on my face before I do the powder. I could actually do my eyebrows, couldn't I? Before anything else. Mickey's starting up again. Let's do a little bit on my eyebrows. I like to put a little bit of powder on my eyebrows when I've been doing all this so that it doesn't slip and slide when I'm doing my eyebrow pencil. So let's do that. I need to like really properly pluck and cut these again so I can feel it. Let me just see if I've got. Okay. Is anyone looking to purchase anything this month? Have you got your eye on anything? There's so much stuff that I want to get all the time that I'm never out of things that I want to get. Like that Natasha Denona cool palette. I love cool tones. You know, when you get obsessed with something, you keep looking at different videos of the same of swatches, and you think, I know I've already seen the swatches for this, but I just want to look one more different person swatching it. Oh God. But I also want to get some things from Vive, and I've already got. I received my Sephora order that I got with my friend's gift voucher. But what I'm going to do is I've got that, and I ordered also Fenty had a sale. I think Fenty have still got the sale going on. I ordered some bits from there. So I think I'm going to do a separate video, like an unboxing of the things that I've got. And maybe, no, it'd probably be too long a video if I do. I was going to say about doing a look with the products, but I think that's going to be too long. But I know in the Sephora box there's definitely a lot of items that I want to try in there, because I've got Half Magic glitter pucks and the new Half Magic eyeliner, and I've got some new moisturiser and serum drops. So yeah, there's quite a few things that I want to try that I've ordered. Right, I'm using the Huda Beauty. Hang on a minute, let me do that eye. I find if I use too much of this, it actually emphasises my lines. It's the Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie. Again, I love the smell of this. I've got this powder, I'll show you in a minute. I've got this powder that's from Shein, or what do you call it, She Glam. And when I bought it, I just thought it was like a translucent powder, you know. And I got it because it was part of the Rick and Morty collection. And me just get, I just want to get a, I haven't got a big brush with me, so I'm just going to use this brush that I use for highlighter just to, you're going to see the kick up, just to put a little bit of powder over that, just so I can put some powder on there. Okay, that's good enough. Right, yeah, so this powder from Grwm, I got it really because it was just part of the Rick and Morty thing and I like the look of it. But I tell you what, this, okay, this is a setting powder. I don't know whether setting powders are meant to make your, you know, highlight or anything, but it had like a little face on it, which is now gone. But I'm telling you, this really brightens your inner eye. You wouldn't think it, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. Because I only paid like, I think it was about £5 for this. Loves it. Okay, let's deal with that. Now I'm going to use Flower bronzer. So like a cool tone one. And I'm just going to use the one that I use for my blush. No, I'm not. God, I'm terrible today, aren't I? I'm just going to use this that I use for my highlight. Just to do a little bit. Because it's quite, I mean, it's a small brush, but it's actually quite, sorry, I was just looking at the brushes I've got. Just to reinforce that bronzer again. This is actually, I thought it was more cool tone than that, but okay, that's a bit too much. I think gone a bit ham on that, haven't I? My God. Okay, calm down, Danielle. We'll sort that out at the end. Let me just do a little bit. It's probably because I'm using a smaller brush, so it's not fanning out. It's a bit intense, isn't it? I should have used my Dior or something, or the Victoria Beckham one, which is not so pigmented. It actually looks worse in camera than in life, but what we're going to do is we're going to remain calm at all times. I think I look, even with all that makeup, I look tired. I'm using a bit of that Grwm. I just like to carve like my cheeks out a bit. Now for the highlight. I'm going to initially go in with this one from Colourpop called Spellbound. Is that the one I want to use? I don't actually know whether I want to use that. I'm so indecisive today, it's unreal. Yeah, maybe I do want to try that. It's just, you know what I'd done? I bought along orange highlighters before, because I thought I was doing an orange look today. but it turns out I wasn't. So let's try a little bit of this. Oh, this is nice. See it? You can't beat Colourpop's Super Shocks. I think they're the best product that Colourpop do. I might go over that with a different highlighter, actually, just because I feel like I should have got one of my blue highlighters, but c'est la vie. Right, I'll be back. Okay, this is like done now. I saw the time and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be there ages, so I thought, let me just finish it and then I'll go through with what I've used. So for the rest of my stuff, I used, for the highlighter, I also went over it with the Dewdrops Part 2 by Grwm Cosmetics, and I used that middle top one there, and then a bit of that one there, and I used that for my inner corner as well. And then for my lips, I used the shade Clarice by Cosmic Beauty. It's actually quite a cool tone on the lips, but anyway. And then I went over it slightly with the Unearthly Cosmetics in Frostbite, which looks like that. That's beautiful on its own. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I thought I'd try I've got loads of these, what are they called? Chrome Gloss, is it? By Glisten Cosmetics. I don't know what shade this is, but it's like it's between a blue and a purple kind of thing. So I just thought, let me just go over the top a bit and a little bit down the bottom. And that was it. And I'm just going to try now. I've got 2 different sprays from Evian. One is called Calm and one is called Glow. So let's try the Glow one. It smells nice, actually. I think it just hasn't really done much in terms of, like, you know, there's no loads of glitter coming out on my face or anything, but it's just giving a nice hydration. So yeah, so that's it. I don't really think, I think because of the mood that I was in today and I was so tired, that I don't think it's been the most cohesive or best look I've done, purely just because of how I'm feeling. But I like it. I just don't know whether the lip really goes with it. But anyway, folks, it's been lovely hanging out with you. Let me know in the comments whether you've got any products in mind that you really, really are obsessing over at the moment. I've got so many things that I'm obsessing over, and I need to stop, because even though I've just got paid today, I need to calm my tits down. But anyway, let me know what you're obsessing over at the moment. All right, see you soon. Mwah.